let's talk Amazon baby products. Today I'll be sharing the best Amazon baby products for babies that are newborns all the way up to 18 months that will help you survive and thrive baby's first 18 months of life. Whether you are a new mom looking for products for your registry, or you're just a mom looking for certain products for maybe a certain milestone, certain category, just to let you know I have a lot in the feeding category. But this video is for you if you're one of those two moms. By the way, my name is Christina. I am a mom of 4. We talk all about mom life on this channel, as well as some beauty and fashion. If you want to see more, then be sure to subscribe. First thing that I highly recommend is a hatch, and I did not think that I would love or even use the hatch as much as I do. If you don't know what the hatch is, it is a nightlight. It is also a white noise machine. It has several different noises to choose from. It also has several different lights that you can choose from. It is very convenient in the beginning when you are constantly waking up with baby. You could just put it on your nightstand right next to you and you can tap the light. And it's a very soft light. It's not too intense. You can also control it via the app on your phone. You can set timers on it, so ours runs from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. because that is Nico's sleep schedule. That's where you can change all the different noises that you want to use and the volume. It was very, very helpful when we started sleep training Nico around 6 months old. Now he is 18 months old, and as soon as he hears the white noise machine, he immediately puts his head on my shoulder because he knows it is time to go to sleep. Like, I love that thing. Sleep sacks. We went with this one from Amazon. They're widely known for their sleep suits, I think it is, that helps like baby sleep. People swear by them, but we ended up just going with the sleep sack. Now, sleep sacks are wearable blankets that are safe for babies versus having a blanket in their crib and then potentially putting it over their face while they're sleeping. This one has a little bit of weight to it, so it does give them comfort and also keeps them warm at the same time. We used this sleep sack up until Nico was about 12 months old. Now we just use these pajamas, which are so soft. They are long sleeve. I love them. I was highly impressed with the quality with them being from Amazon. Sometimes clothes are a hit or miss on Amazon. Now let's talk bath items. Highly recommend getting any type of baby item in the muslin material. It is just super soft. It makes you want one. But we ended up getting the muslin towels. Now this specific one, you do have to buy a few of them because they only come in packs of 1. But also we got the muslin birth cloths. Now I know that's not a bath item, but since we're already talking about muslin, I would recommend getting the birth cloths in that material as well. They are a good size. They are thick, again soft, perfect for baby. So for bath toys, if you want to keep them organized, contained, all in one spot, OXO mesh toy organizer. It's pretty much a scoop. You just scoop up all of the toys, makes it super easy, and then it's mesh so all the water just drips out and then you hang it up. I love that thing. Should have got it for baby number 1. As I'm editing this video, I noticed that I forgot to include something, and that is this Angel Care bathtub. To be honest, I wasn't sure if I was going to end up using the Angel Care bathtub just because I already had a bigger bathtub. I had the OXO bathtub, which to be honest, I wasn't a fan of it. When I first put Nico in it as a newborn, I just found that it was very slippery. He didn't sit right in it, and once Nico was big enough to use it, let's just say it seemed very uncomfortable for a boy to sit in it. The Angel Care bathtub sits in the bathtub, so you don't have to fill it up that much. It wasn't slippery. It was perfect for a newborn. I want to say Nico used it until he was 5 or 6 months old. Once he could sit up upright, I want to say we stopped using it. I found it a lot easier to wash a newborn baby because if you ever wash a newborn baby, you know it can be a little bit tricky on how you have to move it. It just made washing a newborn baby very easy, and he just seemed very comfortable and chill in it. I say all this to say the Angel Care bathtub is worth getting, and it's only anywhere between $20 to $30. Now let's get into the feeding category. I'm going to start out with recommending this bottle rack right here. It is a space-saving bottle rack. Now I've had many bottle racks, and this has to be my favorite because it takes up the least amount of counter space. It's more vertical. It's pretty self-explanatory how to use it. Put your bottles on top, and then it has a little thing at the bottom to catch the water, and then at the top it has a space for like all the nipples and also any toys that you may have. Definitely recommend that one. That has to be my favorite drying rack to date. The Haka feeder is great for teething. You could just put breast milk or even formula in it. It's very soothing for their gums, and then when they first start feeding, if you want to introduce something like a strawberry, you could just put it in the Haka feeder and they'll just nibble at it without worrying about them choking. This one actually comes with a cover to protect it while it's in the freezer, so that way nothing else is touching the piece that goes in their mouth. Long sleeve bibs. Highly recommend these long sleeve bibs because when babies first start eating, eating like purees and regular food, they get so messy. Like, it's everywhere. These long sleeve bibs just help with the mess. You just take them off of them. You can rinse them off, or I've even just thrown them in the wash. Now, this specific baby spoon set, if I were to have another baby, I would buy this in a heartbeat because I just loved how perfect this was for Nico. This isn't like a regular spoon set. It's actually flat, and one I think is slotted. But Nico started showing signs of wanting to hold his own spoon pretty early. This specific spoon set, it's shorter. It's very easy for them to grab, like, and the handles are pretty thick. But because it's flat, I thought it was easier for baby to pick up the food versus scooping up the food with a spoon. That makes sense. A tool that I still find useful to this day is this grape cutter. Now, I use it for strawberries as well, but this is perfect if you still want to give babies grapes but want to avoid the choking hazard that comes with giving babies grapes. You just put the grape into the slot and then it cuts the grape into 4s. And if you want, you could put it in again and then cut it even smaller. But this just makes cutting grapes or even tomatoes, strawberries, any round fruit, it just makes it so much easier versus you cutting it with a knife. So this is more of like a time saver for the parent. The weighted cup. This is like the best sippy cup in my opinion for babies to start out using. The straw inside the cup has a weight at the bottom, so no matter which way they tip the cup, the straw still picks up the liquid at the bottom of the cup. Now, I love this cup for Nico, but don't love this cup for me, who has to clean it every single day because I don't have a dishwasher. Each cup does come with like a little brush cleaner to clean the inside of the straw, which I'm very grateful for because otherwise I don't know how I would get the inside of that straw clean. Love that cup. I have repurchased over and over again. If your family is always on the go, then this portable high chair is a must-have. So for our family, we found this very helpful during football season. It gave Nico a place to sit. It gave me a place to feed him. I always keep this in my car. It's been very useful. Also, like when I'm at my mom's house, it gives Nico a place to sit, and again, just a place for me to feed him. Keep this in your car. You'll thank me later. So now let's get into home gear. Honestly, I don't know what else to call this category other than stuff for the home. First thing being this outlet cover. Now this is a different type of outlet cover. This goes over the entire outlet. So if you have an outlet in baby's room that maybe can't be hidden behind anything and it's just directly in the path of a baby or toddler, I would get this one. I actually have this one because we have an outlet directly next to baby's crib. Like, he can be in the crib and play with it if he wanted to, but we have this outlet cover, so he can't do that. Now we can get in it, but baby can't. It has like this locking mechanism, so that way baby cannot open it, and I haven't had any problems. He has not been able to get into it. Now, 2 things that I recommend every parent have for baby that I feel like people don't talk enough about is a humidifier and an air purifier. A humidifier, when baby first gets sick and they're super congested, you're gonna wish you had this and you're gonna have to go out to the store to get it if you don't put it on your registry. So definitely recommend putting a humidifier on your registry. It just helps with the congestion and if you have a really stuffy room. And then an air purifier. This just keeps the air in the room clean. We live in an old dusty house. Like, the amount that I have to vacuum and dust is insane. I feel better keeping this in the baby's room. Also, right now, for example, we're dealing with a lot of pollen and I keep the windows open because we don't have regular air. Like, you can see an air conditioner back there. I try to avoid turning them on. The only downside with keeping the windows open is all the pollen that comes inside. The air purifier just helps keep the air in the house clean, at least for that specific room. And the one that I got is this one off of Amazon. Another must-have are these gates. We actually have 2 of these, one for the stairs and one to keep baby out of the kitchen. And these gates, you pull them across and they slide onto the hook. They're pretty easy on the eye, like they're not horrendous looking for your home, but also I like how no one's finger can get pinched in them, and they're also pretty easy for the other kids to get them open and closed versus other gates that I've had in the past. And these are easy because they could just slide them open and close. Even my 6-year-old can do it. He did have a little bit of trouble because you really have to use a little bit of muscle power to like hook it on. Out of all the gates that I've had, this is a favorite. So as far as baby monitors, we got this Hello Baby one, which is a pretty affordable baby monitor. If you're looking for something to just get the job done and you want to be able to see baby, you want to be able to still monitor baby. If you go outside, you could do that. It doesn't have an app or anything like that. It's just a basic baby monitor to where I can see baby, and if I want it, I can also talk to him. The newer one, I have the older version, but the newer one, like the camera that goes inside the room, it actually rotates. So again, very affordable for a video baby monitor. Baby gear. I'm only going to talk about the things I think you must have because baby gear, in my opinion, there's a lot of personal factors that go into it. It all depends on your lifestyle. But one thing that I think that you must have is a boba wrap, and this is where you wear baby. When baby is an infant, in my case, I couldn't get a lot done unless I was wearing baby. This is how I got anything done in like the first 8 months of Nico's life. I still had to cook, I still had to clean, I still had 3 other kids to take care of. So thank you, Lord, for the boba wrap. The second thing is a wagon. Now hear me out. I only have one little one that fits inside my 2-seater wagon, but having a big family and having a wagon goes hand in hand. We're a family of 6, by the way. So again, I have 2 boys in football. Having a wagon just made it so much easier. We were able to fit the cooler in there, all of baby's bags, all while we're trying to hold all of these chairs. I've even stacked the chairs on top of it, and I kept baby in there at the same time. It is just very useful to have. Also, when we're going shopping and when the other kids don't feel like holding the bags anymore, maybe even the adults too, because sometimes I don't want to hold my bags anymore. I just throw them in the wagon. Also, when we're at the football field and baby wants to nap, he can nap in the wagon. Now, I personally have the Jeep wagon, which I think is a good mid-range wagon. It's not like the flyer wagons that seem very cheap. I hate to say it like that, but the quality isn't there with the flyer wagons, but it's not crazy expensive like a Wonderful. This is right in the middle of the two, but still very good quality. Another baby gear item, I don't know if you could consider this baby gear, but it goes inside of something. But these mesh bags, they are perfect for organizing your baby bag. I put my diapers in there because if not, the diapers just go all over the bag. They don't stay the same shape, and then stuff in your bag gets inside the diapers. I just like to keep the diapers organized in the bag. I put all of my toiletries in another bag, and then I keep all the baby clothes like socks and extra outfit, hats in another one. So my baby bag is organized. Now the baby bag that I have, you can get off of Amazon and put on your registry. This is what it looks like. It comes in 2 different sizes. The regular one is a larger one, which if you are a new mom, I would get the bigger one, especially if baby is going to be going in daycare or if baby is going to be going to grandma's house a lot, you have blankets that you want to put inside, just go with the bigger one. The smaller one is if you are pretty minimal, if you're a minimalist, you don't like to carry a lot of items. I didn't have baby in daycare. Baby was always home with me, so I didn't have to worry about packing all that extra stuff. So I went with the petite version. Also, when your child is a toddler, you tend to pack less. You don't have to pack as many things anymore. So I would go with the petite version if you're looking for a new bag. Again, you can get this off of Amazon or you can get it off the Luli Bebe website. I have a 25% off code. I'm going to leave it in the description. The last thing that I'm going to talk about, if you want to be prepared for toddler life, the Montessori Toddler, recommend this book. There are a lot more baby products that I have bought off of Amazon, but the ones that I mentioned in this video, I feel like are must-haves. If there are any baby items that you highly recommend, please comment below some of your favorites, whether they are for baby or toddler. I'm interested because I'm a sucker for Amazon. If you guys found this video helpful, please subscribe, and if you want to check out more videos, here's some more that you could check out as well.